to spill the beans. We just mutated on Anaki James. Tiger blood, Charlie Sheen. Leadership level like a college dean. Addicted to the truth like crack is to a fiend. The elites killed the American dream. Along with Epstein, let's rage against the machine. Momentum picking up and I'm hardly burning steam. Positivity never makes it mainstream. The country's torn like some Levi jeans. Cutting the lawn, but I'm barely making greens. Give it to you straight like a laser beam. This fucking reality is not what it seems.
Oh, wait, we're live? Oh, Matt Williams? Dude, what is going on here? Where's the logo for the show? We need the logo. What is this Matt Williams shit? Dude, I am not ready. What the? Matt. Oh, man. What's going on here, man? Oh, man. Damn it. We're already live. All right. Oh, man. Shit. Make sure you guys are using promo code OFFTOPIC to save 20% off your monthly and yearly subscriptions when you guys subscribe using promo code OFFTOPIC. So many awesome shows on the network, but make sure to show your support for the Off Topic show by using promo code OFFTOPIC. And guys, the Illuminato's here, folks. The Epstein files have been released, folks. We have the files, folks. They're released, folks. Yeah. Pretty much a bunch of blankety blank blank, but blank. You see, Donald Trump is running out of times, folks. Running out of time. And we all know when you leave this planet, you can't take the money with you. So you better cleanse that soul. Just a reminder that your Congress voted almost unanimously to redact the Epstein files. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just get right into it. The Epstein files, folks. Let's
on this vote, the yeas are 427, the nays are 1. 2/3 being in the affirmative, the rules are suspended, the bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
That is wrong. Do not let the Senate muck this bill up. And if you're a party to that in the Senate, you are part of this cover-up that we are trying to expose. I am sorry if one of your billionaire donors is going to get embarrassed because he went to Rape Island. That is what they have coming. In fact, they need to be on the other side of bars, a lot of them. Some of them will be embarrassed, but some of them need to go to prison, and the survivors know that. So how will we know if this bill has been successful? We will know when there are men, rich men, in handcuffs being perp-walked to the jail. And until then, this is still a cover-up.
The easiest thing for the President of the United States to release all the information, every single file, on behalf of these American women. These American women aren't rich, powerful elites. They do not have someone paying for their airline tickets or paying for their trips or paying for their expenses every time they try to do something to get this information out. These are your average Americans. And you want to know what the Epstein files represent? The cover-up represents to average Americans. It represents the failures of the federal government and Congress to the American people. And that is what people rose up about in 2024. They wanted and demanded transparency from their government and for Americans finally to be put first. And today, with this vote, we are finally putting these victims and these survivors of Jeffrey Epstein and the cabal of rich, powerful elites that expands not just here in the United States of America, but to other countries as well. We're putting them last. And that is exactly what Americans want.
It's exactly what the Americans want, but are Americans going to get that? As we're finding out that it looks like it is going to be not a big nothing burger, but Donald Trump may veto this when it goes to his desk. You know, Mike Johnson, he's a little worried right here. Let me go ahead and show you what Mike Johnson's worried about. Why is he worried, you know?
Reading through the bill, though, I guess I'm confused because the bill specifically says the Attorney General may withhold or redact portions related to child sexual abuse materials as defined in the law, anything jeopardizing federal investigations. It specifically says they can withhold anything containing personal identifiable information of victims, personal medical.
What am I to do as a leader in a situation like this? I call my counterpart in the Senate, Leader Thune, and I talked him through this with him and shared our deep concerns. And of course, they share those concerns as well. And so I'm very confident that when this moves forward in the process, if and when it is processed in the Senate, which there's no certainty that that will be, that they will take the time methodically to do what we have not been allowed to do in the House, to amend this discharge petition and to make sure that these protections are there. The authors of the discharge did not allow us to do that here. That's the rules here. But in the Senate, they can correct it.
Okay,
So,
but from my understanding, it passed the Senate, and Mike Johnson's shaking in his boots. You know, Thomas Massie, Marjorie Taylor Greene, they're really taking a America First stance here. You know, Donald Trump, as, you know, Woody from Toy Story might say, he might be shaking in his boots. Not necessarily, yet again, that he did anything wrong, but there's a lot of people a lot of them that did a lot of shit wrong, and the American people want them to be held accountable. Mike Johnson thinks that Donald Trump, well, he didn't say it, but it looks like he has some concerns, and Mike Johnson has some concerns. Watch this.
To Leader Thune, you seeing the bill without adding amendments or changing it?
I'm deeply disappointed in this outcome. I think I'm told, I've been at the state dinner, I don't know, I was just told that Chuck Schumer rushed it to the floor and put it out there preemptively. It needed amendments. I just spoke to the president about that. We'll see what happens.
So is he? Do you think he may veto it? You say you spoke to the president?
I'm not saying that.
Is he supportive of it in its current form?
We both have concerns about it, so we'll see.
You both have concerns about it? What are these concerns? I just want to go ahead and bring up something real quick. The head of the FBI, Kash Patel, who's suing, or his girlfriend, who he's only been with for like 2 years or something. I think Kash Patel had a wife before that he left. But anyway, I don't want to get hit with the FBI coming after me. But Elijah Schaffer being sued for $5 million for defamation, which we all know is a bunch of hogwash. But here, remember Kash Patel, he had this to say about the Epstein stuff. Like, are we really supposed to trust this guy? This guy just looks like a liar. Look at him.
Information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
In the files?
In the case file.
Okay.
Yeah. Epstein was just trafficking people to himself. You know, hey, speaking of victims and trafficking, let me go ahead and show you this right here.
I suffered so much pain.
So much pain.
So much pain.
I suffered so much pain. I was 14 years old.
I was 16 years old.
I was 16.
17.
14 years old.
This is me.
This was me. This is me.
When I met Jeffrey Epstein.
This is me when I met Jeffrey Epstein.
There are about 1,000 of us.
It's time to bring the secrets out of the shadows. It's time to shine a light into the darkness.
You know, people can laugh about this all you want, but you're going to say all 1,000 of these women are lying? Even if it's just one woman telling the truth, it's still worth it. I think what we have right now is a lot of people are just so busy with caught up in their own lives, the Illuminato, the wealthy, powerful people pulling the strings like Geppetto behind the curtain. They want us so busy and so mad at one another where we can't even see what's really going on here. And, you know, people like to hate on Nick Fuentes, but as Nick points out right here, the reason why Mike Johnson is stalling, the reason why Donald Trump is stalling is because, well, it's going to destroy not people's lives, but countries. And they think it's going to destroy. Listen, if this destroys the United States, meaning if we live in the New World Order, which we do, then we need something new. We need an American Revolution too. We need a 2.0. Some people are saying that's America First movement, but I'm telling you, we're at a crossroads right now, and maybe the American people and people around the world need to see and hold these people accountable. And if that means people within our government, people within foreign governments, then so be it. Because if we don't get this over with, it's just going to be in the back of people's minds, and it's just going to sit there like a damn worm in JFK Jr.'s head. No, sorry, I'm just saying. Let me show you what Nick said here, because I think he hits it right on the head. And people don't like this guy, but listen to what he says right here.
Some files hidden. Why? Mike Johnson says, quote, to make sure we don't do permanent damage to the political system. What would be permanently damaging to the political system about releasing all the files? See, they're giving the game away here. And what they're telling us is that at the highest levels, probably people on both sides are implicated in the disclosure. That Jeffrey Epstein, running a sex trafficking blackmail ring, that's what it is. He worked with fashion and modeling agencies to recruit young girls, in particular underage girls. He threw lavish parties using billionaire money, maybe from foreign governments, maybe from the Mega Group, a collection of pro-Israel billionaires. And with his lavish parties, his island, his New York City house, and the girls, he brought government officials, Hollywood celebrities, powerful businessmen to these parties, secretly recorded them using cameras and microphones.
Remember what I told you guys before. I mean, let me just paint it out for you. Let me just paint the picture again. So just work with me. Have some imagination. We won't go too far down. That's what she said. So you got these people, right? They're doing stuff with very underage women. All right. And then after they're done, Jeffrey Epstein walks out with a cigar, gives the guy the cigar, lights the cigar for him and says, hey, Ricky, you see right over there? There's a camera. You know, lately those business deals that you didn't want to do with such and such, well, you're going to do them now. And you're going to make the phone call right now before I go back inside. Now, that video, we will put away forever. But if you don't do what we say, that video might just find its way out into the online world. Therefore, it might find its way out into the public, and therefore you might be ruined. At least that's how I perceive when I'm listening to Nick and everybody and their mom talk about this. This is exactly what's going down. And the reason why people don't like Little Nicky here, man, Little Nicky, Adam Sandler, that movie Little Nicky. The reason why they don't like Little Nicky here is because Nicky's past is a sticky one. And a lot of us have a sticky past. But his sticky past and some of the rhetoric that some people would deem hateful doesn't take away from the fact that Nicky here is speaking some truth and some facts. So let's give it up to Nicky. Let's go ahead and just play this right now.
To blackmail them. And then I believe, and it's my understanding, that then he sold the blackmail. He functioned as sort of an intelligence mercenary, working with CIA, working with Israeli military intelligence, working with MI6.
Yo, bro, what Democrat imagination are you talking about, Ian? You know this is not the hill you want to die on, bro. If you don't start understanding that Democrats and Republicans alike have all been, well, pretty much Epsteined, meaning they're on this damn list, bro. It's bigger than left and right. It's about doing what's right. And little peons, little peasants like you will keep on going with the flow like a dead fish down the river. And that's totally fine. But I'll tell you what, bro, as the years and the clock keep on ticking, I can assure you when this thing gets under the bridge and people are held accountable and you still want to take that hill, you're going to look like a weirdo out in public. People aren't even going to want to be around you, bro, because anybody with a heart and soul can see that the country is toast if we don't have trust in the justice system. And the way we have trust in the justice system and trust in the government, again, if any, a little, is that we have to hold rich, powerful people accountable for the atrocities that they have done. So go ahead, Ian. Keep on thinking it's a Democrat hoax. I'm not a Democrat, bro. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm a man that's looking for the truth. A man that walks towards the light, mofo. So you can go ahead and piss up a rope, shit on a chair. I really don't care. The fact is, you're looking at me at your phone with the fluoride stare. So go ahead and shoot it. Now let me finish this video. You little piece of shit.
And it appeared to form some kind of triangle between the Labour Party in England, the Labour Party in Israel, and the Democratic Party in the United States, but also overlap with all the other political actors in those countries, and forming something like a intelligence mercenary outfit triangulating between these three countries, which is a very conspicuous triangle. And Mike Johnson says, we cannot release all the files pertaining to this situation because it might permanently damage the political system. Why? Because it might undermine its legitimacy and credibility?
Bingo! Mic drop. Please. Man, Nikki, only if you were pro-cannabis, I would just be in love with you. But since you're not pro-cannabis, I only like you 80% of the time. And the reason why I like you a little bit more is because of your take on Epstein. But Nikki, I'll be honest, you need to smoke a joint, maybe take a little psychedelic trip, expand that mind, my friend. You would be unstoppable. But anyway, let me go ahead and play this. It's a little bit more, and then I'll give you guys my final thought.
If we found out that the government was being controlled using blackmail and bribery, because it would undermine confidence in our government, in our democracy. If we learned that our civilian elected leaders were not answering to the will of the people, but were actually being controlled by foreign governments, intel agencies, that our tax money, that our government, our military, our regulations are actually under the control of shadowy forces that are engaged in sexual trafficking and blackmail, working for God only knows who. Why would we want to maintain a political order based on that?
That's right there, Ricky. Everybody, Ricky, Nikki, I'm not that picky. You guys, make sure you check out Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. This man was ahead of his time. You know, people say Alex Jones is Bill Hicks. I say Alex Jones worked with the CIA and took out Wilton. I'm just kidding. I don't want him to come after me. It's so crazy. You can't even joke and do satire. You might get sued by the FBI, the head of the FBI's girlfriend. You know what I mean? What the hell's going on in the world, guys? I just want to tell you this. The New World Order is here. We live in the New World Order. And if you guys really do think, I mean, dude, if Donald Trump vetoes this, could you think? I mean, if he vetoes, this is going to his desk, folks. I think if he says no, 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 then that's everything we need to know, no, no. I think that's going to be the pivotal moment for MAGA and America First. It's what Trump does right now. What Trump does right now is going to be the pivotal moment for America First, folks. America First or MAGA. Let me go ahead and show you guys this right here. I found this meme. This is kind of a good meme. Let me show you this. Look at this one. It is America only. Well, you still have to trade with other countries. I mean, listen, we don't want to... You don't want to block yourself off from the rest of the world. But America does have some growing pains that it's going through. And I think when America comes out the other end, it may be unrecognizable from the way that it used to be. Will it be a good thing? I only hope. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, the New World Order, the people that call the shots like Geppetto, before we leave, guys, I just want to let you guys know you're watching the Off Topic Show. We are available right now on all social media platforms, but make sure you guys go over to Compound Censored. Make sure you're using promo code Off Topic to save 20% off your monthly and yearly subscriptions when you guys subscribe using promo code Off Topic. So many awesome shows on the network, but make sure to show your support for the Off Topic Show by using promo code Off Topic. Now, this has been a short little Epstein special. But I'm just going to go ahead and say Trump is not going to let this happen. I'm going to say Trump is going to say, nope, we need more time or something. So, you know, as everybody's getting all excited, I'm going to go ahead and say that we may not get yet the answers that we want. But one thing is for certain, people are waking up. People do understand there's a game being played. And so that's why we have to play it to our benefit. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button right here. If you're watching me on Twitch, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on, I think we were even on we're on Instagram or something. So we're everywhere. And this is a one-man show. I don't have anybody else helping me. It's all me. But without you guys, none of this would even matter. And I want to let all the other content creators out there listening to me right now during Donald Trump's presidency, you guys better grow your channels, your social media. This is the time. If you have to be a little trolly, a little rage baity, without being a racist prick, there's a fine line there about trolling, being rage bait, and then just being a bigot. Off-topic show, I'm not cool with bigot shit. Of all races. Yes, a black guy can be racist. White guy can be. Hey, if you want to be racist, go ahead. But as we found out, Chud the Bud. You guys know who I'm talking about? Buddy Chuddy. This guy right here. Before we go, you guys hear about this dude? Well, this guy, so some people were parking in a fire spot, a fire lane, and they had their music blaring. He gave him the eye. They said, "What's your problem, Whitey?" And then he called him the N-word, and then he flashed his piece at him. And now he's lost his job, and everything's going down. Listen, I thought the video was funny, but then when I found out like how it all started, and then the guy keeps on going up to black people, just calling them the N-word to their face. Let's face it, this is a free speech, but also consequences for your actions. I remember I was doxxed. I had people that were identified as the opposite sex they were born, coming to my house, threatening me and my family, going to my mom and dad's house, threatening our lives. I never asked for a GoFundMe. I never asked for a damn thing. Now this guy's asking for a bunch of money to relocate because, well, he was trying to get clicks and views and become online famous for doing something viral. Listen, guys, you go ahead, do whatever the heck you want to do. I know a lot of people see people out there making money off of being radical and extreme, but go ahead. Just know you get what you put out there. So just let that be a reminder to you guys. This is him getting arrested right here. In Tennessee, they have hate laws. This was a hate crime is what they're saying. And hate crime, that's not good, bro. Listen, you guys can have your own opinion about what should or should not be a hate crime. And I'm right there with you about free speech. But it looks like Bud the Chud, he should have done the research about his state. You know what I mean? Now, the guy used to look like this. And what I think was his ego just got the best of him. I think he got a little too confident. His ego got the best of him. And then all these people online that said they would come to his rescue or be there for him, he's realizing they're not there. It's all fake. People will give you a thumbs up and say, hey, go do this all day long. But when shit hits the fan, they're not going to be there for you. Majority of the people online are just there to watch for, give them some entertainment. But when shit hits the fan, they're not going to be there for you, man. So when he said, not home, sheriffs just showed up to my house. I tried talking to them through the Ring camera. Listen, bro, I hope everything works out for you. But it looks like you're going to be going through some, man. Anyway. I wish you the best, buddy, but I'm telling you, you want to do whatever you want to do for clicks and views. Just know when you put the energy out there, it's going to come back tenfold and bite you in that ass. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, maybe I should play one of the videos. Maybe I should play one of, like, he calls this guy, tells him he's chimping out. Look at this.
He's chimping out. I'm a hell of a night.
Oh, man. Here's what he said about that thing, too. Let me I know we're getting off topic, but that's the name of the show, Off Topic.
Saying, why do you need the gun, though? Leave the gun at home. Why do I need a gun? To protect myself while just simply existing as a free man. I can say what I want. We can say whatever we want. This is America. You shouldn't react with a chimp out or violent aggression, threats of deadly violence. That just proves our point. Oh, do this without the gun, though. Hey, cowboy, leave your gun at home and then come out in the street and do a duel. What are you, dumb? The cowboy's always got his gun. Are you stupid? Got out of my truck. They're outside of their car in the fire lane, ooh, ah, dancing and chimping, listening to their music loud as hell in the fire lane, right in front of the entrance. I walk into the entrance. As I'm walking in, I cut my eyes and looked at one of them through the windshield, dared to make eye contact with one. He sticks his head out of the window and he says, "What's the fucking problem, white boy?" All I said verbatim was, "You know what the problem is," and then I picked up the phone. I said nothing else other than that. You saw the rest of the video. When he starts cussing me out, then I used a choice word that I know gets him to chimp out. Then they started to approach me aggressively.
I hate this victim mentality. I used a word that I knew would cause them to chimp out. And then they approached me aggressively. So I busted out my gun because I was going to get my ass beat. I mean, dude, it's like when you touch a fire and you get burned. Dude, you have every right to say what you want. But you want to be Mr. Police. You want to go up and give people the stare for parking in the fire lane. Go ahead. But next time you won't end up behind bars. You'll be ending up 6 feet into the ground. The fact that this guy has a kid and a wife, and this is what he wants to do now instead of work construction, to try to ride the little radical wave that a few people do. Listen, some people can make money off of this, but a lot of those people, every single one of them, get death threats constantly, and they can't go walk out in public. They get doxxed, and people are looking for them. Listen, if you want to take the radical extreme on the left or the right to get people to watch you to make some money, go ahead. But just know karma is a mofo. And honestly, I read a comment, and it was kind of funny. I was laughing. They said that mustache loves the glory hole. I'm just telling you guys, people want to be content creators. People want to make videos. They don't understand about the work that goes into it, especially if you have quality and you really want to bring something to the table. Going up to people and being a bigot is not my choice of fucking content. But yet again, if that's the kind of content you want to do, go ahead. But just know you're gonna get cracked upside the head eventually. And then you want to ask for a GoFundMe and say, "Look at me." Listen, protect yourself all you want. But I'm just saying, this isn't the way to go. And just because Barack Obama and Joe Biden said the white man is the reason why all the problems have occurred, doesn't mean I'm going to go be a bigot just because of it. If anything, I'm going to be the opposite. I'm going to keep on inspiring to be myself, being true, being original, unwrapping my God's gift, and be a white man and set a good example for all races and faces when I rise up above the hatred. But no, people like him just go with the flow. They think it's cool. And as I said, this guy used to be this guy. And his ego has grown, but he has not. He may have lost some weight, but that guy right there still lurks inside this man. And that's why he's doing the stuff that he's doing. I don't know, bro. Maybe you weren't good with a hammer and nails. But Chud, the builder, the only thing you're going to be building is a new home and a new foundation because you lost all yours. Hey, buddy, go ahead. I wish you the best of luck. When it comes to the Epstein files, Donald Trump, you're running out of time. So you better figure it out. The American people are watching, and the American Revolution 2.0 is around the corner. That's right. It's the only resolution I know to fight up against the New World Order is an American Revolution 2.0. And as we saw in Nepal, as we see in Mexico with these younger generations wanting to rise up, soon as we acknowledge the fact that the world we were born into no longer exists, then we can start focusing on creating a government that's for the people and by the people, instead of them looking at us less than when they need to look at us as we're equal. And that goes for every damn politician that took part in that government shutdown that was messing with people's lives just so they could try to get some votes. Come the midterms, I think every damn cocksucker that's in Congress right now needs to get checked. You guys been watching the Off Topic show yet again. Use promo code Off Topic. Make sure you're subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and go over and use, like I said, that promo code. Check the podcast 3 days a week, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern over on Compound Censored. If you have the Apple or if you have the Android app, you can use that as well. All right. Make sure you guys comment on YouTube after this video is done, and I'll see you guys later. This has been an update on the Epstein shit. I'll see you guys all later. Peace out.
We just mutated on a knocky James. Tiger blood, Charlie Sheen. Leadership level like a college dean. I did to the truth like crack is to a fiend. The elites killed the American dream. Along with Epstein, let's rage against the machine. Momentum picking up and I'm hardly burning steam. Positivity never makes it mainstream. The country is torn like some Levi Jeans. Cutting the lawn, but I'm barely making greens. Give it to you.
Hey, I got a message to the people on Compound Censored over here saying that I'm white knighting for the black people. What are you talking about? The Off Topic Show has always been a melting pot. All right, always been a melting pot. Let's get something. Let me get something. And hey, let me just let you guys know something on Compound Censored. And if you want to use somebody else's promo code, go ahead and use their promo code and piss up a damn rope. Off Topic Show is about looking for the truth. And I'll tell you what, even Gavin said it with Nick Fuentes. People don't like, you know, those bunch of black kids that run into the store and loot and rob. Yeah, people don't like when those type of people move into your neighborhood. Remember what he said about the Denzel Washington? How people don't mind about black people. It's the people that act like that. And I'm telling you, if you want to get behind Bud the Chud, if you think that is what a good example is, if you have kids, if you have a wife, and you think what he's doing is funny and stuff, then go ahead, bro. Go use his promo code then. But you have to understand the guy's messing with fire here. So he can have his gun. Go up, call black people the N-word if you want. But if you're going to hide behind your pistol just because you have a chip on your shoulder for whatever reason, it's just like those guys in Michigan. A bunch of white guys walked around in Michigan slapping bacon on the Quran, and they call themselves Christians. They're not Christians. Those people are pushing people further away from Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ, I'm sorry I said his name in vain, but this is damn insane if you can't read the room in the United States right now. You want to F around like they say, then you're going to find out. You should understand right now how people are so divided. So if you want to march down the street, grab some bacon, go right into a Muslim community and start calling them out and calling yourself a Christian, you're not a Christian. Go ahead and do it the right way if you want to make change. Go out to the city hall, call them out about it. Make sure they stop those prayers every 5 hours, the call to prayer like in Minnesota and Minneapolis, Minnesota. That shit needs to stop. But you don't stop it by marching down the street, trolling people like a damn kid. This younger generation thinks they're going to get stuff done just by trolling and acting like a damn kid. Listen, who are you kidding? That's not going to do anything except tear us apart. It's the damn truth. And if you guys want to live in a type of society where you think that's the norm and that's normal and that's how you make change, then go ahead. I think it's freaking ridiculous. And I'm just telling you, some of you guys over here, oh man, you know what chimping out is. Stop being a damn idiot. You want to go up to some black people and tell them they're chimping out? If you want to go up to some black people and call them the N-word, go ahead, bro. It's your free speech. But if they knock you the hell out, I don't give a hell if somebody calls me cracker, bro. I'm not sensitive. I'm not softy. I'm not a small mind. Go ahead, call me a cracker. That doesn't do anything to me. I don't care. Go ahead. It's stupid. Okay, you got me, buddy. Oh, you call me a cracker. Imagine getting pissed off at somebody calling you a cracker, and then you want to go right up to their face and just call them whatever you want to call them. Go ahead, man. All I'm telling you is don't be a victim. This guy wants to be a damn victim. He shows off his muscles. He wants to be a victim. He's not a victim. People want to donate so he can relocate. Bro, piss up a rope. I was calling out the homeless industrial complex. I was calling out Karen Bass. I was calling out some real shit, and I didn't even ask for a damn dime. But then this guy goes up to black people, calls them the N-word. Now he's getting doxxed and scared for his life. And now he wants $100,000 to go relocate. Piss up a rope, you damn pussy. Because that's what you are at the end of the day. You're just a pussy, bro. You're just a pussy that wanted to try to get some clicks and views. Well, you got him, bro. You got him. And damn it, I would be ashamed if you were my father. And that goes across the whole freaking spectrum of race. The reason right now why everybody's so pissed off is because their life sucks. They're not living their life doing what they love. They're living somebody else's life, and they go on their phone and they're mad all the time. It's not my fault you guys are pissed off. Stay highly positive, smoke a joint, do some fucking little psychedelics, and maybe you won't be such a little tard. But that's low IQ. You want to say people that chimp out are low IQ, or so are the people that get pissed off if somebody calls you a cracker. You're low IQ too. So there you go. You want to use my promo code? Don't do it then. Piss up a damn rope. Off Topic Show is always going to look for the truth and stand by what I stand for, and that's being me and being highly positive, bitch. Everybody else have a good day. But come on, really? Really? We know things are heating up with the Epstein files, folks. People are crapping their pants right now because the truth is getting out. And what do they say? The truth shall set you free. And for all you fake Christians and Catholics, for all you fake whatever you are, saying you believe in Jesus and God, majority of these people are all fake. They don't believe in that shit. People are just so stupid wanting somebody to follow nowadays. They'll follow anybody. 1 million people could follow somebody. It doesn't mean they're following somebody that knows what they're talking about. They're just following. They're just a bunch of sheeple, a bunch of lemmings going right off a damn cliff. We're in the digital age of information. We're in the age of awakening. And let's be honest, we're not awakening fast enough. And that's going to be our downfall. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massie, I think that card for 2028 is looking pretty good for a presidential run. Yep. No J.D. Vance, no Marco Rubio, who's over in Israel every damn day. No Ted Cruz, who doesn't have a spine. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massie, and we'll see where we go from here. But it looks like America First is on the horizon, and it looks like MAGA is just going to be a little flash in the past. Stay highly positive. See you guys all later. Thank you again. And honestly, piss up a fucking rope.
Beans, we just mutated on a Knocky James. Tiger blood, Charlie Sheen. Leadership level like a college dean. Addicted to the truth like crack is to a fiend. The elites killed the American dream. Along with Epstein, let's rage against the machine. Momentum picking up and I'm hardly burning steam. Positivity never makes it mainstream. The country's torn like some Levi James. Cutting the lawn, but I'm barely making greens. Give it to you straight like a laser beam. This fucking reality is not what it seems.
Hey, so the Diddy stuff's good though, right? Yeah, so the Diddy, so we're good because the Diddy parties. All right, so we're good on that. Okay. So it's just the Epstein stuff. There's no Diddy stuff coming out. Okay, now, I can breathe. I can breathe. Yeah. Hey, Mom, I'm going to call you back. I'm going to call you back, Mom. Yeah. I'll call you back.